Welcome back, guys. I hope you all are doing great. So, today our topic is a location, search, and collection of physical evidence. Each crime scene is different, therefore, the location of physical evidence will also be different. As I said, there are two types of crime scenes, that is, indoor and outdoor. So, depending on the crime, there will be different types of physical evidences. Therefore, the location of physical evidences will also be different. So, the searching and location will depend upon the circumstances of the crime. Means the location and searching of the physical evidence will depend on the type of crime which have been committed. The physical evidence will only be collected after photography and sketching of the crime scene. As I said you, like whenever uh, the investigating officers or the clues team, whenever they first visit the crime scene, they first don't collect the physical evidence then and there itself. First, the photography will be happening around the victim and the physical evidences and the sketching of the crime scene. After then, only the physical evidences will be collected. In indoor crimes, the evidence will be near to the body, then they all will be collected before the body is sent to the autopsy. Indoor crime scenes, let us take an example, mostly a suicide case. So, a person is hanged to the fan, but but you when visit the crime scene, what happened is you saw the body hanging to the fan, but even you saw that there are some of the objects which are splattered all around the room. Like, let us take the bodies of a woman, and you see there are many bangle glass pieces which are broken all over the room, and some of the stuff which will be present in the room, like mirror or combs or any kind of boxes present inside the room, are just splattered here and there in a abnormal form in around the room. Then what do you mean by that? Guess. Of course, it can't be a suicide. If really the woman have been suicided with herself, she won't do that all kind of stuff and then she will suicide herself, right? Which means there was a struggle between the victim and the suspect or the criminal. So what happens in that kind of case? It is an indoor crime scene. So the evidences will be near to the body, right? Then they will be collected only after the body is sent to the sorry will be collected before the body is sent to the autopsy. Before the body is sent to the autopsy, they will collect them. Then, because sometimes what they will do is they will also note down the distance from the body to that kind of physical evidence, which can helpful in the reconstruction of the crime scene too. Okay. So in case of offense, weapon, location of the blood splatters, flesh should be observed. In case of burglary, point of entry should be established and evidence of tool marks should be observed. Microscopic evidences like hair, dust, soil, fibers, glass fragments, vegetable matters, these all should be picked up carefully with the forceps. And you have to enter the crime scene always with the gloves because you shouldn't contaminate the crime scene. And whenever you are just collecting these all things, you should just collect with the bare hands. You should always use a forceps. Then fingerprints. Yeah. So collection of the physical evidence can the fingerprints collection. We can collect the fingerprints on the doorknobs, windows, or any recently used cups or switchboards, etc. If you have seen any kind of crime stories or crime related movies, and if the case is like the criminal have, they will be kind of psycho criminals. What they will do is they'll just enjoy the victim getting harassed and tortured. I have seen a movie recently. So what happens in that is, okay, I'll just give the example of it. I have seen Maharaja movie. So in that, what happens? That villain, whenever he comes and do the robbery stuff from the each kind of household, he and his criminal mates, they will cook the food in their house itself, and they will eat it, and then they will do the offensive sexual assault things, and then they'll just rob the home, and then they will leave the home after killing the victims there. Then what happens? The whatever the used utensils are there, the forensic team will come and collect the prints of them. Okay, so this was just small example from movie. Okay, you can just relate to that. Then, if it is an outdoor crime scene, evidences like footprints, hairs, blood, semen, tire marks, etc., should be looked and collected. And then in hit and run case, the glass, paint, soil, blood, hair, fabric, etc. should be observed. Okay, and glass means, of course, in a hit and run case, if the car is hitting some person or any other vehicle, and then what happens? There will be small damage to the car. So in that case, the glass of the mirror of the glasses, they can be broken sometimes. So due to that also we can check, and paint in the sense. So when there is a hit and run case also, the car will, if the car is dashing some other vehicle or a person, of course whatever the paint is there on the car, it will get like scratched. You can see the scratch marks also. So that can be an evidence. Soil, you can collect the soil from the tire marks. You know, right? You have some of the what ups and downs in the tires of the cars or any kind of vehicles. From there, you can collect the soil, and then you can match the soil with the crime scene area soil. Okay, and blood, hair, and fabric, etc. You know what are there. Then, handling, packing, and labeling of evidence. To proper handling, first of all, what I said is wear gloves. Wear gloves to prevent contamination. Then, using of appropriate packaging like paper bags for biological evidences. Packing of biological evidences, use paper bags or box for items like blood, bodily fluids, and hair to allow the air circulation. In case of drugs, in a clear, sealed outer plastic bag with an inner bag or container to prevent the contents from escaping. Never pack more than one item in a single package to avoid the cross contamination. Then, labeling and sealing. All the things should be carefully sealed by dispatching officers and packed in a way so that they cannot be opened without destroying the seals. So what happens means, when the collection of the physical evidences have done and they have packed it, and then they are preserved it, and then they are sent to the crime scene, to the laboratories, crimes in laboratories, where these physical evidences will be examined, analyzed, and then they'll give the results, right? So when they are going, sometimes what happens means some kind of misleadings may happen. Okay, so some can come and change the physical evidences and put some other evidences in the place of the original one, and can mislead the physical evidence and can contaminate the physical evidence, right? So that's why they will seal it. Okay, so they have to seal it in such a way that we can't destroy it. Okay, in a pack in a way so that they cannot be opened without destroying the seal. Then, if you see that the seal is destroyed before coming into the laboratory, then you have to understand that something happened with the physical evidences. Some kind of mislead had happened there. So pack in a way so that there cannot be opened without destroying the seal. All knots should be sealed, and that whatever the package they are sending with the physical evidences, it should contain some of the essential information such as case number, item number, description of the evidence, whether the package of the evidence is containing a blood or weapon or clothes, etc. They have to mention it, date and time of the collection, because it will be useful, and the location where it was found, the name of the person collecting it. So these are some of the things which have to be involved in the packing of the physical evidence. Okay, so this is what about location, search, and collection of physical evidences. Okay, So location search and collection, this not location, but yeah, collection and preserving and then forwarding into to the crime scene laboratories is really a crucial role, because even that can depend on the judgment of the crime. Okay, if there is any contamination happen or a mislead happen in the physical evidences, it can mislead whole case to a wrong direction, right? So it is also very important. Basically everything is important in forensic science, right? From the first start stage of the forensic science, when you from where you have visited the crime scene till to the court and whatever the punishment is given to the criminal, etc., till there every single thing is important, every step is crucial for a forensic students or forensic scientists or investigator officers in, or the crime scene laboratories, everyone. So it is the thing where we have to keep everything in mind and do all the steps, perform all the steps in a very careful manner. Whether it may be collection of the physical evidence, sketching of the crime scene, or photography, even photography, videography, and examining and analyzing the evidences, everything is very crucial and important step. Okay, so because I was saying it that this topic is important, that topic is important in forensic, right? Because like all the topics are important, nothing is like taking off a light thing. Okay, so I hope you all have liked the content. If you have liked it, just please subscribe it, and thank you.